Hello, welcome to Big Mood.
It's happening. This is the thing that is happening.
It is happening, and it happened so fast. Welcome to 2020. It's a new year.
Yay.
It's a new mood. It's a new us. So we changed our set, and it is a lot more moody in here. And we thought because we're doing a new show, we would start by not introducing ourselves because you guys already know who we are, and if you haven't, you could look at some of our earlier videos. But kind of talk about our group dynamic because we all pretty much bonded through a group chat. And it's interesting because each one of us, I feel like, have really specific personalities and branding, and it's like very clear. And each person kind of brings like a different mood out of you. So I think it's very fitting to the name of the show. Yeah. So, but I don't know like what people would think of me, or
I'm thinking the same thing.
I can't describe. I can't describe like who I am in this group, but I know that everyone else can. Like for me, and then vice versa.
Yeah.
So we've never had this discussion before.
We never have had this.
You guys are seeing this discussion for the first time. Like,
is it a mood to rate your friends?
Rating?
It's not rating.
Yeah, you know what? Yes, that's right.
Categorizing.
At the end of each person, we'll give them a scale of 1 to 10.
We're reading each other a little bit.
Oh, I thought you said rating.
No, reading each other.
I totally heard rating.
I thought you said rating.
No, the first time I said it to rate, and then I'm like, but we're actually reading each other.
Just get to 9.
Yes.
Dang.
We're labeling each other is what we're doing
Yes,
today.
we're stereotyping each other.
We want
have you
labels.
guys ever taken an acting class like where they do an image portion?
No.
Okay. Ooh, so all of you at home, you could do this too. You could do it with your friends, family, the public, but it's really interesting to see what you get back because a lot of times we don't know how other people see us.
Stereotyping?
Yeah,
Okay.
like typecasting.
Or that's the word.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes, stereotypes like a
so
negative
we can-
form.
Yeah, that's what I was like, wait. Because
Yeah.
I knew there was a term in the industry. That's
You
what it
got
is.
in Hollywood, it's called typecasting.
Yeah.
If you're not getting typecast, you're not getting cast.
Okay, so like Spice Girls, except for Big Mood Girl.
Ooh, yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Which vibe
So
are we gonna be?
usually in like an exercise, someone will sit in the middle. So if we had the spotlight on Tiff, you don't have to actually sit in the middle, but we would start. She would just sit there quietly, and we would start like
pretty?
shouting out different adjectives and like phrases.
Oh.
things,
Imagine
characters you could see her playing.
Imagine like I sit in the middle and someone in the back yells whore. I'm like, who the fuck said that?
Yeah.
I said it right now.
I did.
Yeah, you know what? Let's do it that way. Sit right there. Let's judge it.
Or we're just like, waitress.
Yeah,
She's
yeah.
like, hey.
More specific, like waitress at an airport.
Oh,
no.
That's not you. That's not you. I hope it's
Good
Jess.
airport.
I know, right?
Jess is waitress at a barbecue spot.
Yeah.
Texas, that's why.
You're not wrong, but I don't like it.
What's really fun about that too, though, is like I didn't like some of the adjectives that were thrown at me in that class, but then you kind of start to own them, and you can. A lot of adjectives have a simile that's more positive. Like sometimes a word will affect you because you have a negative association with it. Like one girl got ambitious in the class, and she got pissed.
What? Why?
Yeah,
Really?
and she was actually a life coach.
What?
But
How
because
dare you? I'm lazy. Fuck you, first of all.
to her, the word ambitious meant that she steps on people's
like
backs to get where she,
opportunistic.
Yes.
Oh.
And so she just had to have
Wow,
a different
negative.
word.
Maybe she just needs to learn how to read the dictionary and look up definitions or
She
something.
should learn how to read
Yeah.
the
Right.
dictionary, Gina.
That's why
I
she's
wish
a
you
life
were in the
coach,
class to
right?
tell her.
I'm gonna yell at illiterate.
Well, I mean, who should we put in the
know,
hot
who
seat
should go
first?
Maybe we
Everyone's-
could go down
I feel
the
like
line.
everyone's looking at me,
Oh, okay,
so
okay.
fine,
Oh
I'll
my
go
God.
first.
We're gonna
You
start
just
with
came
Tiff.
back from vacation. You're the most relaxed.
tan.
No,
So we
it's
can put you
true.
through the ring of fire first.
Sure.
By the way,
I'll
look at her
say
tan. Are you guys seeing this beautiful tan? My God.
Yeah.
There's
You know
no tan line.
They made me sit next to the hot tan girl. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, and you know what? I'm gonna take
I'm
that
a-
word. That's my word for Tiff. Hot. Okay.
They
Yeah.
made her
Oh,
sit next to the hot white girl.
I'm
So-
a milk mood right now. I don't know about
milkmaid?
you guys.
A creamy mood.
So I would love if we like gave Tiff all the adjectives that she just like looks like or like her presence, and then we tell you what she's really like in the chat.
Oh. What do I look like
in
then?
our group chat, right?
yeah.
Okay. I
what I
already got
see
like
you as.
2 words for it. Okay, but we'll. Do you want to start, Josh?
No, I don't care. Whatever you
Okay.
think.
So for you, like more physically, but it's still like a personality thing. The word I would give you is like bubbly.
Oh.
Like I think that's how
That's
people probably like that's how I would see you now. I'd be like, oh, she's bubbly. Wait, do I go to my like other word of like
Yeah,
what
go
she
for
really
it.
is, or do we?
No, let's all like
Oh, okay.
just start shouting things at her.
dependable.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I look dependable. Like just.
Is that what we're going by looks?
Right.
General vibe.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh.
Because I already know her.
Oh,
you
that's
know?
true.
It's
Yeah.
kind of harder when
Yeah.
you know the person.
Yeah. So we'll
That's
like,
cool.
alright.
Dependable.
Yeah, you
and
are.
bubbly.
Okay,
I
all
like that.
adjectives work. Changing the rules as we go.
Okay.
I say like Monica from Friends.
Oh yeah.
I could see that.
Organized.
Yeah,
Yes.
very
Okay.
obsessed.
I like determined. Like you are. Like if there's a problem, Tiff is like, okay, here it is. I don't know what to do right now, but I want to figure it out. Help me figure it out. All right, and then I'll do it, and I'll figure it out, and I'm going, and it's I don't know. Like I can't really
Cool.
describe it, but like you when you encounter a roadblock, you lay out everything, and you're like, all right, let's do this.
Yeah, you solve problems.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That's so cool because
Yeah.
I never saw myself that way.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and also like lately there's been a huge shift in you. So like maybe
Yeah.
6 months ago I wouldn't have said the same adjectives, but lately you've been like glowing, empowered,
yes.
Oh my God, I
strong.
love this.
I feel like you're just like a ball of light.
Oh yay!
Yeah.
That's so sweet.
Yeah.
Aw,
A
thanks.
phoenix.
Oh,
Yeah.
seriously?
Because as of
A
lately,
rebirth.
it's been like a renaissance for Tiff. And she's like,
Tiff-a-sons.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Tiff-a-sons.
Like a rebirth. She came out fierce and tan and just amazing lately.
Thank you.
What kind of show would you cast Tiff on?
Ooh, like what character would she be?
Yeah.
in
What like typecast character?
I still see her in high school for
Me
some
too.
reason.
You have a
Oh,
youthfulness.
really?
Yeah, very youthful for
Cool.
sure.
Yeah.
I would say the encouraging best friend.
Yeah.
That comes over when the main character is going through a breakup. She's like, I got you, girl. And she like wrote a list out of things like to do to make you feel better.
I think she's like the ride or die. She's like the girl that's your neighbor and lives next door, and like when something's going on, you're like, yo, what are you doing? And she's like, oh yeah, I'll come right over, and just fucking climbs up to your window and comes in.
That's so me.
Yeah, I do see
feel
like Girl Next Door.
yeah.
okay.
Like best pal, like yeah, that's kind of like how I see you.
Oh, I love this.
Yeah.
No, let's say some let's balance it. What's some of the
Well, in the
negative stuff?
chat, she's nothing like that. She is just a dark force. I'm just kidding.
Oh, she has a dark side to her when she doesn't like
oh,
someone.
She has a dark
Yeah.
humor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like when she doesn't like someone, she's like, no, burn them. And I was like, Jesus Christ. Oh my God.
There is a wrath.
Yeah, there is. It's in there. It's a Latina fire.
But can I
Oh,
say
yeah.
she does the funniest gifs while she
Oh my
burns
god.
them?
Oh my god, guys. Okay, so this is Tiff's dynamic in the chat, and it fucking cracks me
best.
up. So all of us will be talking, and like Tiff is like always busy. She's with Isaac. or
She's a
doing-
mom.
yeah, like she's out there killing it. And so maybe like an hour at end of the conversation, she'll pop in, and then she'll just like send a gif, and it'll just be like peeking eyes,
Yeah.
or just like a reaction, and it's so funny.
Yeah,
because
the
it's-
timing is perfect.
It's so funny, and they're always facial expressions. I
Yeah.
feel like Tiff makes.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's true. So it makes it 10 times funnier. So imagine your friend that's like always there, and then she comes in and she's like, what's going on? What's going on?
Yeah.
How
It's
funny.
like sometimes when it's during like a heated time, like we're like all like firing shots and stuff. Like you come in and you're just like that window one where like you're peeking through the window.
That's because I didn't have service, so all my responses weren't coming through. But then that one gif of like just it was like someone at the
I think
window.
it was like Conan O'Brien
Yeah, it
at
was
one point. He's like looking through the window
And
too,
that one
like
went
what's
through and it was
happening?
perfect.
That's kind of fitting then. If you were trying to send messages, it's like you're trying to talk to everybody.
That's true.
But
I
only
was
the
like,
window
guys,
goes through.
I'm here.
Dude,
That's cute.
that cracked me up more than anything. I
So
remember
sh-
that day.
So if she was a Spice Girl.
Ooh, a
Ooh,
Spice
what
Girl.
Spice
Which
Girl?
Spice Girl are you?
Depends
I
on
would say
spice.
Posh Spice.
Posh?
Yeah, because she's always wearing like really nice clothes. She always
Yeah.
looks put
She
together.
has like the perfect
You do
family.
always
She got married in Paris.
Yeah.
Oh,
You always have like earrings on too, like nice earrings,
Oh,
right?
yeah.
Your hair is always
She has like a
done.
chic taste.
She always
Yeah.
looks rich. We went to a party. one time. We both have this like Beverly Hills dentist, and we went to this like event, and she had nails perfect, like a little like glittery but not tacky, like cute like rings, earrings, hair looked sleek, outfit looked amazing, like she was accessorized perfectly, like she looked like one of them bitches to take care of herself, you know. And then I showed up in a sweatshirt that said Virginia without my weave in, with a ponytail. and when we go to there's this rooftop party and stuff, and then they're like, oh, let's get a picture with Tiff. And I was like, Dr. Money's my dentist too.
That's what I love is that we're such a
thanks.
different mix of people. Like there's such a different personality for each person, and I really like that.
You're so Posh Spice.
Oh, cool. That's awesome. I
In
want
the
to be married to
comments-
David Beckham.
In the
What do you guys
comments, what
think?
do you guys think? I'd
Yeah.
like to
Yeah,
know how the
let us know
audience
what
sees
your
us.
view.
Because they don't know
that's
us.
True.
You can use your own
Yeah.
name too. It doesn't have to be like the actual Spice Girls names.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, like you know how we had that one group chat where we were like sad Spice or like
Daddy issues
Daddy
Spice.
issues Spice.
Yeah.
We'd fight over daddy issues.
Oh my God, that's so
Daddy
funny.
issue.
Daddy issues.
I'm mommy issue Spice. I know that.
Oh my God, emotional
I'm
trigger
both
Spice.
parents.
Oh, I'm financially irresponsible Spice.
Oh,
no.
Jesus. Me too, actually.
Cries all the time for no reason, Spice.
Yes.
Insomniac Spice.
Oh my
Yeah.
God, yes.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's totally you.
Gina didn't sleep last night, by the way, and she's still here. So let's give her a round of
Yeah.
applause.
She's killing
She
it all day.
screams.
I don't know
She
how
was
that
the
helps.
first one
Audience
here,
applause.
and she showed up fully done, and all
Yeah.
of us
Yes.
still had to do our makeup when we got here.
Yes.
This
did great.
this Gina did not exist like what 5 years ago.
That's so true.
Not at all.
Yeah, this
Even
was
like
almost
a
hit or
year
miss.
ago, or it's like 8
True.
months ago.
We should do
It's
Gina
2020
next.
vision.
Oh yeah, see.
Yeah, I walked in and Gina was waiting on us, fully dressed, makeup on. I was like, oh my God, is it noon? Am I late?
Yeah,
Something
let's do
happened.
Gina.
Okay.
All right, time
I
to shit
loved
on
this, by
Jess.
the
Yeah,
way.
let's go to this angle.
No,
Huh?
back to you.
Oh,
Okay.
wait, we're gonna do me?
Yeah,
Oh yeah, we're
Okay.
gonna do you.
Okay.
And that's
Oh.
exactly who Jess is. She's
I'll
like,
sit
no.
here and wait.
Wait, before we move on to Jess, I just want to hear, what do you think of yourself, Tiff?
Oh, okay.
Ooh.
Oh shit. Let me see what I think about myself. I think I am a very honest, loyal. I can be happy if things are right. I guess I'm moody. I think I would consider myself
Like
moody.
big moody.
I think you have like certain things that like you get annoyed with,
Yeah.
but I wouldn't say you fully like
Like it affects me
flip
so
moods.
much.
Yeah.
At home it does.
Oh,
I gotta
okay.
be honest.
Okay, that
At
makes
home
sense.
it does. And what
What's
else?
something you feel like misunderstood about? Like something that a lot of people think you are, but you're not.
Good question.
Oh, that's a good question. Let me see. What do I feel misunderstood about?
Whether it's like us, whether it's public facing.
Yeah.
Damn, I don't know. I never really thought about this.
Oh.
I think
Well, this is like
a lot
really
of
nice.
from what I've seen, people think that you're very like roll with the punches and just take it.
Yeah.
But as of lately, no.
Oh no.
Stand up for yourself.
Yeah,
You've been
no.
standing up
True.
for yourself.
I think I've found my voice, or I'm finding my voice to the point where now I'm like, no, yeah, I want to say this, or I want to do this, and like, yeah, I think I always have been that way, just really go with the flow, and I'm just like, okay, yeah, sure, whatever's. But now I'm like, no, I
Yeah.
want this.
No.
This
Yeah,
is my
gonna
life.
happen.
I like that. And you're 30, recently turned 30.
Yeah, now I'm in
And
the
I
30.
feel like
One
that's
of
the
us.
one of us. One of us.
You
Yay.
old hags.
Both is holding it down in the 20s for us.
You're not too far, girl.
She's
You're
our
not too far
ambassador.
behind.
Dude, I feel like that is
can't
the
wait to
time
be
where you're
30
like,
though.
That's
I
true.
can't
That's
wait.
usually what I hear. It's like by the time you hit 30 is when you really get to like find yourself.
yeah, you like know yourself.
And I can definitely say yes,
Yeah.
bitch. Yeah, I totally have felt like I found myself, because all these questions you're asking me, like I've never been very introspective where I actually analyze like who I am, what do I think, what I like, what I don't like, or I don't know. I've always just been like, oh yeah, like a people pleaser, not really understanding what I want and like who I am. But especially recently, I've really felt like I've been like out of my cage, and like I could finally be free and like figure myself out. And just like how my spirit animal quiz, and it labeled me as a butterfly, and like I
Yeah.
really feel like I'm a
Yeah.
fucking butterfly now. Like I feel free.
That's
So,
awesome.
it
I
feels
picture
awesome.
your wings just continuously changing colors
Oh,
and
how
like
pretty.
yeah.
Yeah.
Blue and
Adorbs.
tapatio.
Adorable.
All right, now fucking Jess.
You bitch.
Jessica.
Are we shouting adjectives
Oh,
already?
Adjectives. Adjectives. Let's do this.
We were doing a photo shoot earlier, and then like Jess was like, I don't know what to do with my body, and they were like, hey, Buzz, come over here and make Jess laugh. And I just walked over and I was like, you fucking bitch.
That's the only thing that can make me laugh. I don't know
It
why.
worked.
Yeah, it worked.
Jess, whenever she's trying to like think about or when she's candid, you're like perfect. Like it's
Yeah.
awesome. But then like when you try
My
it's
face
like-
is so awkward.
yeah, you get so stiff. So I think
Yeah.
that like yeah, you have like still like a little bit of a guard, but it's coming down a lot. Like
Yeah.
especially both of you, like in the past 6 months, have just like flipped a switch
High
where
five,
you're
yeah.
just like
Yeah.
killing it now.
My word.
I think it's like, Well, I think it's also like the show too, because like, and you guys have given us literally a fucking
That's
business.
true.
Like we are like all partners. We feel empowered. Like, and we're like, where do we want to take this? What do we want to do? Like, what do we want to share with the world? And it kind of helps us explore ourselves more. You know,
My word
true.
for Jess, as of lately, especially what's been going on in the chat, Vixen.
Oh, true. Sultry.
Dude,
Hell
there's
yeah.
some stuff y'all don't know about that I'm covering up right now as best as I can.
Show it off.
There's some marks on my body, but we're not going to talk about
This is a Jessessence too.
Oh yeah, it definitely is.
Just a song.
Just a song?
just remember
In more than one way. Inside
Get
joke.
that baguette, girl.
Oh,
Dude, do you guys remember in Halloween when she was sitting at the restaurant away from us in her devil costume? These guys were walking by
yeah.
just hitting on her, and this bitch is sitting there,
yeah.
I was like, what?
blue eyes, all red with the red lipstick. I was like, damn,
Yeah.
It was
Jess.
like skin
Yeah.
tight.
Yeah.
Back
It's
on
funny
lit it-
because I
lit it on
think they
fire.
thought that I was wearing that like on purpose, like it was like an outfit because I took the horns off. Like they thought I was just wearing like I was just out on a Tuesday night in the whole like red
in your
silk
Halloween.
body.
It don't matter whether they thought it was a costume or not. They liked it.
I'd say
into
did.
it.
They
Yeah,
couldn't
they
think
liked
straight.
You just weren't ready. You weren't like
I
you
wasn't
don't have
ready.
your open. You didn't have your open to people flirting with you yet.
No, yeah. I was
Yeah.
just like, it's just a costume. Go away.
You're like, stop staring at me. What?
Yeah.
They're like, damn, we were checking you out.
I
Yeah.
have a word for Jess.
What's that?
I don't think the audience knows this.
Okay, do it.
I don't know if you're even gonna love it.
Okay.
Oh,
It's
shit.
fine.
The hype.
Fight, fight, fight.
My word for Jess is whistleblower.
Ooh,
yeah.
Like if something is wrong, Jess is not afraid to be like, hey, what is this?
Yeah.
Or,
Whether you like
clean
it or
this
not.
up, pick this up, like do this. But and I mean, it's like it's always for the best. She's never wrong about it
Yeah.
either. Like
Yeah.
always 110%.
If I see some bullshit, I go, I
Analytical.
smell shit.
yeah.
Yeah.
She's our
She calls
bloodhound,
it.
dude.
Yeah,
Yeah,
bloodhound,
bloodhound.
like
Yeah.
bloodhound. I was gonna say like very rational, but that to be more specific.
No,
like,
sometimes like, well, it is rational, but I don't always present it like in the best, maybe most tactful way. I'll just be like, what's all this fucking bullshit?
Yeah, she'll be
Yeah.
like, hey,
And everyone's like, wait, what's going on? And then like when the dust settles, people are like, oh my god,
This bitch was right.
Yeah, she was
You're
right
like
all
whiskey
along.
in a beer can.
yes.
That is your analogy.
what does that mean?
Your metaphor. Well, I was gonna say, like whiskey in a teacup is common. Like if someone's kind of proper, but then like inside they're like, "Woo, I'm wild." But Jess is like whiskey in a beer can.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My
She's-
word would be fierce.
Fierce.
I think
Yeah.
you're fierce as fuck. Like even like if I didn't know you and I'm just judging you based off of looks, I would think you're a fucking model. Like you have
Yeah.
such
You
like
guys
you
are
have
out of your
Hollywood glam,
minds.
like
Yeah.
an old
Out of
Hollywood
your
glam.
mind.
Yes,
Blue eyes
look
are
at those
fucking wild.
cheekbones.
Listen,
Fucking cheekbones.
Jess, accept it.
Yeah,
You're fucking
own it.
hot.
I guess I can't be that fierce if I don't accept it, right?
But even without accepting it, like your face already is
Well,
just
I
like,
do have a very angry face.
well,
Which is
I wouldn't
dope.
say
I
it's
like
angry.
Yeah.
You're very blunt.
Yes.
I will say that.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of bluntness.
Yeah, which I like. I
Yeah.
like blunt people.
Yeah.
So
I like blunt people too. I like sarcasm. I like when we can kind of
Same.
fight, but it's not real.
yes.
And you're not upset about it.
I would say transparent.
Yeah, that's a good one.
definitely
Like,
transparent.
I think
Yeah.
you're always gonna know how I feel about you.
right.
Yeah.
You never try to hide
Yeah.
anything or
Yeah.
finesse anything.
Yeah.
But sometimes that works against me because like we have business relationships with like people. So I'm like, Bose, can you handle this relationship with our ad agency or like some other
Just
stuff?
as like
you know?
the back piece, not the mouth
yeah,
piece.
yeah.
Oh my god,
Yeah.
that's so
I'll help guide us, but someone else needs to be in front.
Yeah.
You know what's crazy? How soft Nikki's breasts look.
Oh yes.
Random.
Right now?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Well, you know what, Bose? It's
Right
because I am wearing a Third Love bra, which I
That's why.
freaking love. I third love it because one, they do a style quiz. You okay, Gina?
for no reason, but I just realized what we're doing.
Please do it. Continue.
I didn't
Please.
see the.
Tell the
bra.
people at home. How is it?
It
I'm wearing
feels
one
like you're
too.
not even wearing a bra.
Right?
Yeah.
Cross
Same.
into
Yeah.
Super comfy.
Everybody.
Wow.
What I love about their bras is that you take a specific quiz for your fit and everything, and a lot of people don't know that they're wearing a bra that doesn't really fit them. I really didn't know that. I had been wearing a bra where the cups had a gap in it for years, just thinking that's how bras are. I didn't think that there could be a bra that fit you correctly. And so you take a style quiz. They even have like half sizes. They have plus sizes. They have a huge range of sizes. And they, based off what you say your current bra fits, they will size you with the perfect bra. And what I love is that there's not a lot of padding and it's not uncomfortable.
I love that. You know what I love the most about Third Love is that, you know, the bras, like on the outer edge, it always like curls somehow, like, especially after you wash them, and it's just like not good quality. I freaking love. I'm telling you, I really am wearing it right now, and I love the fact that I
Prove
don't.
it. Prove it.
Here, I'll show you.
I tried. I tried.
I saw it and I saw a little nip.
Hey, no, they fit perfect, so you wouldn't see nip.
I know. I wanted the audience to feel jealous.
And I like that the wire doesn't, the straps don't slip off.
I love that.
And there's no, you know that back fat thing?
Yes,
Dude, I hate that.
Yeah.
And this does not give you that. This completely just
that.
looks seamless under your shirt.
It's really great.
I freaking love it. You should definitely take the Fit Finder quiz and identify your breast size and shape and find styles that fit your personal body. Every customer has 60 days to wear it, wash it, and put it to the test. And if you don't love it, you can return it. And Third Love will wash it and donate it to a woman in need, which is nice.
I didn't know that. That's
Yeah,
cool.
isn't that cool?
They give back.
It's hands down the most comfortable bra you'll ever own. I totally agree with that.
So do I.
And they donate all their gently used return bras to women in need. We talked about that. So Third Love knows there's a perfect bra for everyone. So right now they're offering our listeners 15% off your first order. Go to thirdlove.com/bigmood.
Big
now.
mood.
Yay!
Oh, yay. We can say our name.
The sponsors don't hate us.
So true. Okay, find your perfect fitting bra and get 15% off your purchase. That's thirdlove.com/bigmood for 15% off today.
Yeah.
Also, in the realm of women and beauty, we have Function of Beauty.
Yes,
Dude,
we do.
so cool.
My favorite shampoo and conditioner. I was using this really expensive one because I dyed my hair blonde and everyone was like, use this brand. You have to use this brand. So I started using that brand, but then once I started using Function of Beauty, my hair actually got much softer. Even though it's bleached, it's pretty wrecked. But the conditioner that I got from Function of Beauty is amazing. The purple shampoo I'm using is amazing.
You
I
can
love it.
customize it too. Like they
Yes.
give you the bottle with your name printed on it, and you get to pick which colors
And
that
scents.
you want. Yeah, and
And
scents.
scents, yeah.
My
And the bottles
vain
are
ass
huge.
loves customized shit. Like it legit
Yes.
says my name on the bottle. I
It's
feel
so
special.
adorable.
Function of Mickey, function of Gina. Yeah.
And so what I also like, they address all your hair needs, not just one. So like when you take this little quiz, like you let them know like, oh, my hair is brittle, but also it's colored and also it's this and that. A lot of stuff at the grocery store, it's just like volume or whatever, you know, like it's not
it's
enough. So
addressing
this
one
is like
issue.
this is addressing multiple issues, which I love. So let's see what else we got here.
I suggest the peach one, by the way. It
Yes,
smells real
the peach smells amazing.
good. Don't taste it.
Don't never uses sulfates, parabens, phthalates, mineral oils, or any other harmful ingredients. 100% vegan and cruelty free. So let's give that stuff a try there. Listeners will receive 20% off their first shampoo and conditioner set. To redeem, head to functionofbeauty.com/bigmood and take the hair quiz. Ships to the U.S. and many locations worldwide. Again, go to functionofbeauty.com/bigmood to get 20% off your custom formula.
Big mood. That's us. That's us.
that's
us.
That's a big mood.
Yes.
That's a big mood.
All right, back
there.
to roasting Jessica.
Oh gosh.
Yeah, you bitch.
Didn't I get enough of this roasting time?
I don't even
It
think
wasn't
we
even
roasted you.
roasted.
We
I
love
think
you.
you're just medium rare right now, and we want to get you well
You guys
done.
can roast me harder if you want.
One thing that I love is that because I've talked about this before, that like roasting. I grew up in a family that we all just like roasted each other. We busted balls, and that's like every guy I've ever dated. We bust each other's balls,
Yeah.
And so people I get along with really well are like people that like can bust balls back.
Yeah.
Sometimes I accidentally say something and people don't take it
Yeah.
well, and I'm like, oh shit, you're not one of. I'm sorry.
me.
I have to always correct that. Yeah,
me.
yeah. With Tiff, she's like,
Sometimes
yeah,
it's
don't
like,
do that to me
wait,
anymore. I'm like,
what?
oh, right.
I didn't grow up that way.
Yeah, I
So
just
I'm like,
use
I
it
don't
to
know.
show love, but Gina,
I've never
and
roasted
Jess, true, right?
But you know which ones you can be like, shut up, you stinky ass hoe.
Yeah.
And then the
Yeah,
other ones
I
you're going to be
don't-
like, I'm not going to say that to
Yeah, so
Tiff.
my-
Tip and I don't take too time.
my radar was
roasting.
completely off with that.
Yeah.
Like I'm just like roast everyone and show them love. Here's my love. Take take it. Tiff
and Bo's are like, but wait.
Yeah. Nikki's like, oh,
And
well,
everyone's crying, and I'm like, what
stupid
happened?
bitch. And we're like, excuse?
I'm like, yeah, you stupid fucking bitch. What?
But yeah, I love that. Like, I love that about you, especially too. Like, I know we're not on your turn yet, but like, definitely the roasting thing. I wish girls could roast each other a lot more, because to me that's fun. I roast all the guys that I know. I roast all the girls that I know if I can.
Yeah,
And that makes me happy.
I feel like it's like how you grew up, probably. Like you grew up.
I mean, I grew up as a single child, but I think I hung around boys a lot.
Yes,
because I was
same.
I was very much a tomboy, and I still am pretty tomboyish. So yeah, definitely guys are easier to get along with that
that's
way.
what I liked about this group too, is that I never really had a group of girlfriends. It was always like a group of guy friends, or I was in a relationship and I always like hung out with that guy friend and then maybe one girlfriend at a time. But this is like so refreshing and nice. And anyway, back to fucking Jess.
This bitch.
Yeah,
I got it. I'm slick because I got it off of me.
I know.
I'm like, put the attention somewhere else.
You know what? I
Tempting.
would also say like humble. I think you're very humble.
Yeah.
That's good.
I
Very
think
much.
to a fault sometimes. Like
Yep,
where
yeah, that too.
you're-
Yeah, that
it
too.
goes
Like right
from
now, I'm
humble to
telling you, you're
self-deprecating.
fierce and you look like a goddamn model, and you're just like, nah, you're crazy, and it's like, just fucking take it,
Dude,
Take someone-
I went shopping with Jess once, and then like I'm I'm objectifying her. I'm trying to put her in as much shit that makes her ass look fat.
Yep.
Right, and I love it. Right, but she's like, no, it makes my thighs look weird. I'm like, bitch, this looks amazing right
Yeah.
now. Like I picked out every thin pair of pants I possibly
Yeah,
could for her.
I'm like, oh my god, I look like sausage.
Yeah, no.
And she's like,
Oh,
no.
it was
Could never look
amazing.
like sausage. I've seen
Oh my
you
god,
naked
it's like
at the Wii
that.
Spa.
It's like that one scene when in White Chicks where he's like trying things on in front of that girl, and then he's like, damn, that looks amazing. She's like, well, look at this. I'm talking your tummy. Exactly. That's what she said.
I love that movie.
That's
trying
Jess.
to think of what is just like in the group chat.
I think you're.
I feel like I'm
Available.
I'm always
Always
texting. So I'm like
Yeah.
one of the. I think me and Bose maybe are the only people that don't have it muted. Everyone else has it on like
Yeah.
mute or something, and they'll just check it later. But the chat is always fucking running with me.
Yeah,
and
because
Bose.
sometimes the chat gets so lit, and like I
Yeah.
got times where I leave you bitches alone for a minute, and I come back and I'm like, 179
Yes,
right?
messages.
Yeah.
So like
True.
sometimes we do have to put the chat on do not disturb. Like if Nikki's like shooting or something,
It's a
they're
lot.
doing JK
I'm
News.
sleeping.
Yeah.
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 Yeah. So sometimes
And usually,
we
if
do.
we hit up Gina in the chat, it's like, oh, she's not gonna read this until like 5 p.m.
Yeah, wait
Yeah.
till 5
Yeah.
p.m. That's when I pop in like, hey guys.
Yeah.
But,
300
like-
messages, huh? What happened here?
if anyone says anything, like Jess and I are like, yeah, well, like a whole
We're the first responders.
first responder.
I like that.
Yeah, because like when I was shopping, I like I took a picture for like things that I wanted to buy for our photo shoot that we did, and immediately Jess was like I didn't even finish hitting send, and it was like an immediate.
I'm on it, man. I'm addicted to my phone.
Nikki asked, like, Gina, do you want this? And I'm like, oh, yeah, sure. She's already left and she's at home cooking dinner already. Sorry.
She's like, oh yeah, that was 3 hours ago, Gina. Get it together.
First responder.
I like that.
I like your question that you asked earlier for Tiff.
Yeah, what's
that's
something
true.
that people misunderstand about you?
What do people misunderstand about me? Honestly,
That's
I
a
don't
hard
know.
question
I mean, I
to
think
answer.
like
I would say
the
like
fans. I feel like people like when I like back when I was dating Joe or whatever, especially towards the end and like last year. I think a lot of people are always like, she's always just so unhappy, and I remember feeling like, but that's really not who I am. That's just like what I'm like I happen to be showing like when I'm on camera sometimes, and I hated that.
Yeah, I think that too, because like they take your critical demeanor as being like unhappy or bitchy.
Yeah.
When really you're not saying anything unhappy or bitchy.
I mean, I have the bitch face.
It's not
Sometimes you say-
RBF.
But then also-
give him a good RBF.
yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Dude,
But
she looks like she gonna beat my ass.
But
and suck
also
my
like
dick.
I'm just not.
Oh, we're PG now.
No, we're not. We don't have to be
We're
PG.
PG-13.
NC-17.
Yeah, it's 17.
Rated R.
No, I think like so things either just excite me or they don't, and like other people might like kind of feign a little bit of excitement because the other person's excited or something like that, and I've just never like been a like people pleaser type, so I'm always just like, okay, whatever, you know. While as maybe Gina or something, she'd be like, oh my god, it's so cute, like good for you, you know, like she'll like kind of make you feel good about yourself too, and I'm just like, I don't give a fuck. Like,
I don't give a fuck about your feelings.
yeah. So like, I think I'm getting better at that now. But I think a lot of people read that as like I'm just unhappy. But I think a lot of times too, I'm just like not. I don't
You're just not
react.
faking it.
I just
Yeah.
don't react that
Yeah.
much to stuff. But I'm trying to get a little better at that.
I actually related to you a lot with that when I first met you because before, like when I first started acting and all that stuff, I was very much like that and like super monotone, and I would always just like tell people what I thought, but I wouldn't like have all these colorful voices in my you know, like and I wasn't sing-songy or anything, and I had to like work with my acting coach and voice coach to like insert those colors because in auditions they were going flat, like it was coming out flat, even though I felt inside that I was expressing happiness or like anger or whatever. It was just coming out very
That's me
flat.
because I feel like I try so hard on camera and then I watch it back and I'm like, wow, it's still flat. But I'm like, that took a lot out of me to like make some like I thought I was emoting and I'm not.
Girl, I feel you. Sometimes when I was working with the acting coaches, they'd be like, do it like this, and I felt like it was so big.
Yeah.
But then I saw it on camera and I was
really
like,
not.
it's just like a normal human expression.
Yeah.
It's so hard.
How
It's like
to
so
human.
exhausting.
Do it. Yeah. All right. Cool.
Yeah.
Well, that's Jess. Let us know in the comments what your first reactions of Jess and maybe
What
something that
spice
you
is
discovered
she?
over time.
Oh, yeah.
I'm Sporty Spice for sure.
She labeled
I'm
her
the
own
more-
self
I'm
Sporty
the
Spice.
more
She claimed
athletic
it.
one, I think, out of
She
the group.
grabbed it.
I
Yeah,
know.
she's the
I'm the more
only one that
athletic
works
one.
out of all of us.
I want to call you Ginger.
True.
I
would
want to
too.
give her Ginger.
But
You think
My
I'm
real
sexy? I
question
appreciate
is,
that.
What
I
did
really
Ginger
do.
even
I'm
do
the
in
sexy
the
one.
yeah,
group?
she finally took it. She
She's a
accepted
ginger
it.
spice, yeah.
Yeah.
She was
What-
the sex pot in the group.
Was she really? I couldn't really
Oh,
remember what her branding was.
She was always in
she's
leather.
the one she give you roadhead.
Yeah.
She was
for
a
sure.
redhead.
Exactly.
The
That's
wild,
totally Jess.
yeah, you are Ginger.
Like
'Cause I was
giving
like,
head
Like a Sex in the Club
Giving
girl.
head in
Yeah.
like the back of a 54 Ford or
Yes.
something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
with like her toes. Oh wait, Jess with her like resting bitch face is like she's like, I'm not even gonna touch you, you little fucker.
Get out of here.
Oh,
Finish up and get out of your
Hurry
car.
up. Let's get the show on the road.
Bows.
Yes.
Big
Big boss.
Bows. You ready for this?
Big boss Bo.
I always see Bose in a suit in my head.
Oh, true. Like a pantsuit.
Like
ready for
like a Tom Ford pink
Ooh.
lapel,
That's hot.
heels on.
She wants you to dress up for her.
like, because Bose will come in like, y'all, I got this contact with this, and we're
True.
making this, and we're doing that.
Yeah.
And, oh my God, I
She's
got a
on
meeting
it.
with this. Like, Bose
Yeah.
is in a constant
She's like
business
business
suit in my head.
mindset. Yeah.
That's so funny because it switches between that and like you with a ski mask and a baseball bat
Yeah,
about
yeah,
to
yeah.
beat some shit.
Oh, fucking
Because that's how I met you.
I'm like, I
ski
know
mask.
where my heart is like pounding. It's like, what are these bitches about to say? Like, I'm not kidding. We've never had this conversation
No,
when we're
we
as a
haven't.
group.
It's
Like,
true.
this is
It's kind of scary.
Yeah,
It really is.
Yeah.
You're scared for your
Oh,
turn,
totally,
aren't you?
totally. Yes, absolutely.
I already know what I'm gonna say.
Oh, fuck, Yeah.
But like whenever like Bose is just she's like she gets it done, dude. It's amazing to me. She comes out with graphs and like Excel sheets.
Yeah,
and
she's
she's
great.
like, connected to everyone.
you got a laptop that comes out of nowhere. You're like, where the fuck did that come from?
Yeah.
Like, it just pops open.
It's amazing. She starts saying words like SEO, and I'm like, ooh, okay, let's do that. Yeah,
Such a basic word. Too.
Google. Oh, damn. Okay.
She's like advertising dollars, and we're like, oh yeah.
That's a syllable word.
Oh wow. Take care of us, mommy.
Bose
Yeah.
is like the businesswoman, but she also lays in bed with me, and we read it silently together.
Yeah.
Dude, Gina and I, we can like not talk to each other for hours, and then
love
like
that
the
shit.
first thing we'll say to each other after 2 hours will be like, "Oh, do you want to put your order in?"
Yeah, right? What you want to eat?
Yeah,
Like the best roommate ever.
dude.
That's awesome.
Whenever we room together, it's great.
Yeah.
it is great. It really is.
I could see that, like on a show. You would be like a roommate character that just comes in, like, all right, here's what we're gonna do.
A good
Another-
caretaker too. I was hungover
Yeah.
and this bitch brought everything I needed in giant stacked boots. I'm like, you know what? Yeah, that's I love
dang.
her.
Wow.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, I would say, Bose, you're a big ball of energy. Like,
Yeah.
you're just
Dude.
full
Oh, yeah.
of, like, ecstatic energy. Anytime you come around, I'm always like, ooh, I'm ready, because you make it fun. Like, your personality, you just come with a lot of excitement and just like the whole like business thing too. Like you approach it in a very exciting way where it's like, I want to be business girl too. Like I want to join you on your level because you're getting shit done. And I feel fucking lazy, but like whenever you're around, I'm like, hell yeah, Bose is motivating the shit out of me.
She is cocaine in human form. It's fantastic.
But she's both though. She has another side.
Yeah, because I was
Exactly.
gonna say like I've been told before, people be like, oh, you light up a room, or like your energy is really big, but for anyone else that is kind of like that, I don't know what it is. It's like an aura that you put out, but you have to be in tune with that, because also when you're down, you put that mood into the room too.
Yeah.
And like I know sometimes if I'm not in a great spot, or if I'm like in a really low spot, like I can bring the energy of the room down.
You could like suck the whole energy out, kind of like a dying star. Like you'll.
But I mean, like it's something you have to, and I'd say this because I feel like there's other people like that too, but it's something you have to just accept is about you. And when you're not in the best spot, you gotta like at least try to be stoic. Like,
You know what I love about you though is that even though you're in that mood, or like that's what you're feeling, you put it out there and you make it be known. So like no one ever like misinterprets what you're doing. Like for example, when we went out one time and you were just like, hey, just to let you know, because we were gonna jump on an Uber, and you're like, just to let you know, right now I'm putting in my earphones. I need a recharge, so don't talk to me. And I'm like, I fucking
She's
love
like,
that.
I just need 10 minutes to
I
like
love
recharge.
that so much.
so true.
Yeah.
We just had dinner. We were all drinking, having a great night, laughing, talking, blah, blah. We called the Uber, and I pull out my headphones. I was like, by the way, guys, don't talk to me for 5 minutes. I was like, I'm fine, and I'm going to be even better when everyone leaves me alone for a minute, and then the car ride is
I
over.
respected
and I was
the
like,
shit out of that. That's
I love
fucking
that
dope.
because I always feel like doing that, and then I'm like scared of what people would think of that.
Yeah.
But that was great.
Yeah,
No,
no, screw
it
you
was
guys.
cool
Like,
because-
I want to keep like partying. I want to be out.
Yeah.
Because you know
Like,
what it is? It's like she respects herself so much, and it like forces us to respect
Yeah.
that, because it's like she's telling it how it is. So we just have to
true.
take it.
That's the blunt gene that I really like.
Yeah.
Like I love like just straightforwardness like that. You're like so you're like in my head like a picture of like a tornado that changes colors, where it's like bright and glittery, and then if you like are like sad, then it could be dark or stormy, but like you're
It's always
just,
energy.
Like,
It's a lot of
always
energy.
God. Maybe
Yeah.
that's why I'm always so fucking tired.
True.
I feel like you are.
exhausting.
I think I have the word, like the spice that you are. You're like our hype man. So you're like our hype spice.
Hype spice.
Yeah.
I like
You
hype
are our
spice.
hype.
Yeah,
I
do like
do.
hype
I do.
spice.
I like hype
At least
spice.
you're not
Gone.
scary spice, right?
Thank God. Finally, guys, it's 2020. I don't have to be scary spice anymore.
Picture you as Scary Spice.
Yeah.
Oh,
I was
well,
thinking
duh.
baby.
In the 90s in Virginia, they'd be like, okay, and the black one.
Oh my God, I hate
Yeah.
that. They always make me be Snow White because I was the only one with black hair.
Oh no.
And I hated Snow White. I was like, I
Yeah.
want to
Oh my
be
God,
Belle.
that's so funny.
You
You kinda look
we're
like
kids.
her.
We don't
like, it's
understand.
dark brown. It's dark brown.
It's so black.
Yeah.
Your hair is
It's
so
dark
black.
brown, Jen. It's espresso.
It's so black. Your hair's blacker than Bose's hair.
No, my nipples are blacker for sure.
Oh, they are. Y'all don't know this,
Nipples.
but Nikki's nipples.
Nippies nipples.
Nipples.
Nikki's nipples are
Nickies.
darker than Bose's.
It's true.
Well, Bose's nipples are lighter than all of ours. I
Yeah,
feel like.
Not lighter
mine.
than Jess's.
Oh, okay, that's right.
I'm
They are
I'm the most
surprisingly pink.
Yeah, they really are. When she said it, I was like, you're lying.
Blue
And then
line.
when she
We're
showed
like,
us, I was like, oh
prove
shit.
it.
I was like, I'd never seen a black girl with pink nipples.
Yeah,
Well, I
good
have
luck with that
now.
deep fake.
Yeah, right? Nipple Spice. Everyone will be confused. Like, what
Yeah.
race is she, though? Oh,
Yeah.
my God.
Yeah, y'all could try, but
There's some white in there somewhere.
Wrong shade.
Yeah, I was thinking, like, Baby Spice for you. I could see Sporty Spice, though, for sure.
I'm always in athletic wear. Like,
Yeah, that's-
a lot
I think
of
that's
times.
why.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're both
Put
kind
that
of
vibe out there.
tomboyish, for sure.
So
Yeah.
what's something that you feel misunderstood about that people always peg you as, but it's not true?
A lot of people say that like I am very high energy and I don't feel high energy.
We all literally just said
I
that.
know. I don't feel like I'm a very high energy person.
So
Well, can
like,
I be
I'm
very
misunderstood?
candid with you?
Yes, you can.
Okay, well, your teeth
me about
are
my teeth.
amazing.
Thank you. Thank you.
A beacon.
Did you know that I use clear aligners?
Yes, but I didn't. No, because I can't even see them.
Oh my God. Thank you. Thank you.
Do you have straight, natural, white, beautiful, perfect teeth like me?
No, I don't.
But I
No,
want
you're a
it.
messed up girl. I've seen it.
How do I get those straight teeth? Well, Gina, I'll tell you how.
Thank you. I was going to ask, but thank you.
You have great teeth.
I can tell. So there's a company called Candid, and I recommend you check it out because it's 65% less than braces cost-wise financially on your wallet. And braces are hella expensive, and
They're not cute.
They're not cute.
No.
They're not clear. Even if you get the clear bands like I had to do, they turn yellow. And it's not cute.
No.
It's not cute
It's
at
like
all.
yellow rings around metal.
Ew.
You
They
don't
have
want
food
it.
stuck all up in them.
Oh yeah,
I ain't about it.
It's a mess.
Yes.
So you get some Candid grills and
Grills. They make grills.
You get it, and then you spray paint it gold.
yeah, and then it's a grill. So
No, but really, tell me the truth.
well, unlike braces, Candid clear liners are comfortable,
Yes.
removable, and totally invisible. So you can transform your smile without anyone noticing any of that garbage that you got going on.
That messed up grill of yours.
They also work with actual orthodontists, not just general dentists. So you know you're going to get a really good plan for your teeth set up. They are an expert in tooth movement with 20 years of experience on average. So looking ahead to the holidays, to any special events, weddings, whatever you got that you have to smile in, and you don't want to have that gap tooth, or you don't want to have them crooked teeth, you could get straight teeth in like 6 weeks.
Dude,
6 months, sorry, 6 months.
Imagine you have a girlfriend and she has some messed up teeth.
Imagine.
But you still love her. So this is like a nice way to give her a Christmas present. Like,
Don't-
here you go,
Oh,
sweetheart.
no.
Yeah. I mean, you could try that. You could try that. You could
It's
try that.
delivered right to your door too. So you never have to step foot in a doctor's office. So she's like, "Wow, how convenient! What a good boyfriend or girlfriend that you are. That gave me these nice set of teeth."
Yeah.
You can learn more about Candid's process by getting a complimentary 3D scan of your teeth at a Candid studio near you. It's the simplest, freest way to get started.
How exciting.
Yeah.
What's the code?
Well, so if you're ready to take the first step towards straighter teeth, for a limited time, you can get started with $75 off by using $75.
That's awesome.
3/4 of the way to 100.
Dickie really wants you guys to
But
know
what
that
is
she
the
can be mad.
code?
Well, I like to save it for myself.
Okay.
Gets these
Jess, can you
straight
share the
teeth.
code?
The code is candidco.com/mood.
Are you
got it.
ready to get some straight ass teeth?
I hate my teeth,
Yeah.
Nikki.
All right. Well, for a limited time, you can get started with $75 off.
Whoa.
By using code MOOD at candidco.com/mood.
Yeah.
.com/mood.
And then use the code.
Mood.
For
For
$75
$75
off.
Candidco.com/mood. Code MOOD. What do you want? Get a free smile already. And with those nice looking teeth, you could also eat some really nice looking food.
Nice.
Oh, yes, you can. Have you tried HelloFresh, Nikki?
I haven't. It is delightful.
Oh my
Tell
god.
me more about it, though.
They have a couple of different packages. They have like you can do four different meals per week. It depends what your needs are. For me personally, I work a really busy 9 to 5, and a lot of times out of the week I have to go out for business dinners or seeing friends, and I don't really know when it's going to be. So I get 3 meals a week. I cook, and it's usually 2-person meals. I cook one. It's my dinner that night and my lunch for work the next day. And it just works out boom, boom, boom all through the week. Like, I love it.
And there's like step-to-step recipes, which are super easy to make, even for like, beginners. Everything's pre-measured. Everything's super, what is it, fresh?
Super yeah, fresh. Like locally sourced.
Yes, hello.
And you cook everything in like 30 minutes. So it makes you look like a pro. And there's a photo on it too, so you can plate
Make it
everything.
match.
Yeah, plate everything to make it look good. Also, there are different types of food that you can do. There's like a family meal. There's what is it? There's
vegetarian.
like a vegetarian one. HelloFresh has more 5-star recipes than any other meal kit, so you know you'll be getting something delicious. You can also add extra meals to your weekly order because they're super flexible, as well as add-ons like garlic bread and cookie dough. Oh, and cookie
I saw
dough.
that. That
Oh,
stuff is new and it's amazing.
Yeah. You can easily change your delivery days if you want to, food preferences, and skip a week whenever you need. So if you're like Nikki going on vacation soon,
Yeah.
skip a
I'm so
week.
excited.
Put a pause on it. So you guys can get 9 free meals with HelloFresh by going to HelloFresh.com/BigMood.
Big Mood.
Big Mood 9.
And using code BigMood9. Again, get 9 free meals with HelloFresh by going to HelloFresh.com/BigMood9 and using the code BigMood9. Get them meals.
That is a lot of free
Nice.
food.
That
that
is.
is.
A lot of
That
food.
really is.
That makes me hungry just thinking about
I
it.
know, I'm hungry right now.
So good. I have it at home right now. I'm gonna go home and cook that shit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that is my dinner tonight. No joke.
Ooh, another adjective for you, Bose, is a snack.
Oh,
Oh yeah.
With like 3 C's.
Cakes.
What is that?
Cake.
Oh.
Cakes.
Snack.
Cakes for days.
Oh,
But
you know.
you were in the middle of saying you're not really a high energy person, which I
Yeah.
think a
No,
lot of
I
people
mean,
don't know.
I guess I don't feel like I am. I'm like I feel like everyone thinks that I'm like this big like ball of energy, like always energy all the time. I am. I'm very balanced between extroverted and introverted. But I need a lot of alone time. I need a lot of recharging time. And I grew up most of my life by myself. I've always been like very independent, like
Yeah.
only child.
Same.
Like, yeah, no, nothing. And I grew up latchkey kid. Basically,
What's a latchkey kid?
You left home alone.
yeah, so
Come
like
home after school.
I was that for
Same.
sure.
yeah,
same.
and mom doesn't come home till like 6 or so, and then when you don't have brothers or sisters, you kind of just learn how to be by yourself, and then as an adult, you need that alone time. Like you need it. You grew up for 15 years having 4 to 5 hours a day by yourself,
Yeah.
and then as an adult, you're not used to not having that. So that's why I have to set my boundaries and really, really recharge. Like I have.
Yeah, that totally like made me realize something about myself because I did grow up as a latchkey kid, but not for that long. Like when I was really, really little, I was left alone a lot. But like that's why for me, my recent trip being completely alone made me feel like, oh my God, I needed this, and I never realized that I actually needed that alone time. So you saying all that, I'm like, whoa, that's true. That's
love
really
that.
that's really in me
I
too.
third that.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, I think I didn't realize it about you until we started spending more time together, but I can totally see it. How you're like, I'm really not this super high energy person, but it's almost like when you kind of know Bose, like she's just this like huge flame, but then when you know her more, it's like there's it's a lot deeper. You're not just
Yeah.
this like, oh my God, I'm so funny.
I think it's
like
like branding versus
Yeah.
who you are
Yeah.
in real life, and that's what I really wanted to get out with this episode because like there's all of us being like in front of camera and being in social media. There's like an image that we're all portraying that we don't even maybe know that we're portraying outwardly until people like give us feedback like that. When like in real life we could act completely different or we could feel completely different.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think on camera, we're all kind of like heightened versions of ourselves. And then there's kind of this weird stigma, especially in the YouTube world, that you're not allowed to show your bad side. You can only show the good of you.
Yeah.
So when we're heightening ourselves up and we're only showing the good side, you don't really get our medium. You don't get our under that. Like, and I think that's kind of why we love doing this show for so long, because talking candidly for an hour, like you really get to the meat of it. We've talked about a lot of like our pain, our things that we've been through, how we felt about them. And I feel like you guys know us a little bit more from watching this than you probably have like after watching like JK News or Smosh
Yeah.
for a long time. Like we bunch of onion bitches. We got layers.
It's funny that you say that too, because I, coming from like the comedy world, I started off with a lot of self-deprecating humor, like darkness, sad, like sad humor, and I felt like I could never show my happy side or like be cheesy or like I have a huge like sentimental side that I like felt like in social media I couldn't ever be like open and vulnerable with because my image was more sarcastic and like dark humored, which I still am, but like that like image
you
like,
wanted
feel
to
like you can't
be
go
you
against
wanted
it,
to
yeah.
have more depth than
Yeah.
just the sad girl.
Because turns out humans are complex and they
Yeah.
have different sides
Who
to them.
knew?
Who never knew? But go
Nikki's
ahead.
next.
Speaking of
Go ahead, guys.
boy.
Go ahead, I'm ready.
Here we go.
My big word for you is just love.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
So
That's
much
so
love
true.
between like
Aw,
you and
Gina.
Nikki
And nurturing.
and nurturing.
Love
I mean,
nurturing.
you and Nikki. I mean, you and Steve,
Me and
You love
and me.
yourself and
You
only
and your
yourself.
cats, you and us. Like you, like
Your
are
plants.
just a ball of love. You know,
really
and
are.
it's amazing to me. Like if anyone ever hurt you, I will break them.
Gina's fucking scary. She's scary, Spice.
She really
She's
is.
scary.
Oh,
We'll
dude,
get
you
there.
kinda- maybe you are. But
telling you.
I say my word for Nikki is probably like if it's weird, right? You're in the hot
is.
seat. It's like, what are
Yeah.
these bitches about to say? My word for Nikki is probably like independent. Because when learning a lot more about her background, like how she was waitressing and she really wanted to like be an actor, like nobody helped Nikki. Nobody held Nikki's hand. Nikki just said, "That's what I want. I'm walking there. You know, if anyone wants to join me, like I'll be here. You know." But oh my god, I thought you were crying, but it was a sparkle.
I can cry if you want.
That's how she cries.
There's her actress
cries,
coming on.
She cries.
I looked over and I saw this flicker and I was like, "Oh no!"
Like in Euphoria, like where they're just like glitter.
But I mean, and she all of her businesses she owns. Like, well, I know you have a joint now with Steve, but I mean, for the most part, everything you've done has been, you know, single-handed.
But also, even the business they have together, Nikki basically does everything, and Steve just shows up.
Yeah,
He's been stepping up a lot more.
Okay,
yeah,
good.
but she's like,
And
"You're
in
my
2020.
husband, so I'll give you half."
Nikki's wild. Like, I mean, yeah, she does all that, but I'm so easily impressed. She built a bed by herself. I just watched from my
She's so handy.
yeah, I was
handy.
watching.
doing that shit.
Yeah.
Tiff and I.
I was
Yeah.
watching on Instagram stories and I just got tired. Like, I'm proud of you. I'm so proud, but damn, that looks tiring. But like, you edit your videos by yourself. Like, I'd never. I just started hiring people
Yeah, you do
immediately.
so much.
Yeah,
What's a word
definitely,
for-
definitely independent.
For sure. What's a word for someone who has so many hobbies? Busy.
Oh God,
A hobophile.
Yeah, that.
And like, but things you're good too. It's like I think, or maybe it's skills, but I think similarly, it's a virtuoso. You're very well rounded.
Oh,
you
yeah.
are very,
Yeah.
very, very well rounded. And I mean, like that's a good thing. Like because with me, like I have areas where there's like a really big spike, but then I have some where it's like completely down. And like you're very well rounded.
That's
That's so
true.
funny that you say that because I always wished I had more of a spike because I felt like my focus was so skewed and I always saw, you know how there's two sides to every adjective. The negative one is jack of all trades. And I always felt like I was jack of all trades, master of none. And like I wished that there was just one that I could just like skyrocket at, but I had so many interests in everything that I was like,
I mean, I think you're really amazing, like at
Yeah.
hosting and speaking and like
you.
kind of
bullet
like
journaling.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
literally everything. Your plant life, your
Decorating?
kitty life, your what else? Like you have so many, girl. I'm always like, can I get some? Can
And
I
I
have
think
some?
too, like I feel like when you say jack of all trades, I don't think that applies to you because jack of all trades is like somebody that goes in and just picks up a few things and they know a little bit of
Like,
everything.
dip their feet in it.
I
a
feel
little bit.
like your kind of negative word is perfectionistic.
true.
But when it comes to your
Perfectionist.
yeah, but when it comes to your skills and your hobbies, what happens is Nikki comes in and she's like, "All right, I want to do this," and she learns how to do it, and she says, "Okay, I'm really good at this now. I'm gonna go learn
Yeah.
something else." So instead of being a jack of all trades that has just a little bit of everything, your meter in each thing you're good at is
Yeah.
like 100.
you're like
100,
mastering
100.
everything instead of
You're a
just
master of all trades.
master of all
Yeah.
trades.
Yeah. Not
I
jack of
definitely
all
don't
trades.
feel that way, but thank you so much.
I have a word for you. It's definitely emotional, but not in a
I was
negative
gonna
way.
say that. I was gonna say that.
It's not
touch.
not in a yeah.
In
It's so
touch with her
emotionally in
feelings.
touch. Yeah. So like, Nikki's the first to wear a heart on her sleeve. She's the first to like let us know she's like emotionally hurting right now, or if she's super happy, like we're gonna feel her energy. Like so. Definitely 100%. If you're around Nikki, you gotta have good energy because she's gonna suck up.
That's
If you
true.
have negative energy, she's gonna suck it up and she's gonna.
I will
feel
cry
it.
for you.
She'll cry for you.
she's
Yeah.
empathetic.
Dude, like
Yeah.
I will go into the chat and I'm just like, guys, oh, what is this that I'm feeling? I don't understand this. And Nikki's like, Gina, listen to me. This is the word you're feeling.
Yeah.
This is how you deal
Yeah.
with it. Get some sage and put that up your ass, girl.
She's like, you need to put your moon rocks.
Yeah, Gina's like,
She's like, did you bake your moon rocks in the sun?
did you charge your moon rocks, Gina?
Oh, you put them in salt water? No, that one goes in the
Yeah.
sunlight. Like only the 1st through the 15th of the month. Oh my
God, yes.
I know you're our go-to for the astrology shit. Like, is it Mercury retrograde yet?
I
Nikki will
make fun
know.
of it all the time, but then now I'm like, Nikki, tell me
Yeah,
everything
like
about
what's
me.
happening? Can I make this huge financial decision or not? And she's like,
know.
no, you need to wait 8
You
days.
wait until the 24th. I like when I've like communicated to Nikki before, like what my feelings were. All I said was, Nikki, I'm an Aquarius with a moon in Aquarius.
And I was like, holy shit, that makes so much sense.
We actually make our business decisions
Yeah.
on Mercury Gatorade. All right, when Nikki tells us.
Yeah, so it was the
Mercury.
perfect time to launch
Mercury
this
Gatorade.
show.
Yeah.
Because no Mercury Gatorades.
No,
are
no
happening.
Mercury
No
Gatorade.
mermaid.
No mermaid
Exasperated.
Gatorade.
Another word I have for you is very fair. Like, you're so good at being able to see
Yeah.
both sides of every situation and interpreting what's happening. You're really
Yeah.
good at that.
Thank you.
You know
Yeah.
what's right.
And you are just. That's
Yeah.
what you are.
Very just.
She's
All
a
right.
warrior too. She's fought
Oh,
for
yeah.
us in some other business decisions that we've had, and she's got our backs.
Yeah.
She's
Yeah.
she'll
She's got your
fight
back.
for you.
Yeah.
Very loyal. Ooh, that's a big one.
Loyal's
Loyal.
good.
Yeah.
That
You-
means a lot to me.
You prove that you don't have to be loud and center of attention
Yeah.
to be an alpha in the room.
Yeah.
You are
And that's
so-
what makes her a true alpha.
exactly. She's
That's what
willing to
Stacey says.
Mhm.
Nikki's a true alpha.
You will sit there,
It's a secret.
like you will sit there, and like you just take it all in, and you know that you are what you are, and nobody can change that. And I love that about you.
Yeah, that's true.
I do what I can to make her cry. It's not
I
working.
know. I was almost crying earlier when Jess said emotional. All she had to say was emotional. I was like,
Yeah.
I feel him. It wasn't come.
I think it's time to shit on.
Yeah.
Well, wait. No,
Wait, no,
let's
what-
Oh, the
ask
misunderstood.
Oh yeah, how do you feel misunderstood?
Well, I actually only recently felt this way was like through being on other people's videos, because
Yeah.
I feel like in my own stuff I put out exactly like what I feel I am, and I'm like a good representation of that. But you know, like being in other people's videos, people will say that I'm like dominating or anything like that, and I really don't feel dominating. I always feel like I want to include people, so that was like one that was surprising to me this past year. And then I used to get like I guess typecast as like ditzy a lot, which I say some stupid shit. Actually, that one's not a misconception. That's just real. That's just
You really are not ditzy though. You're like the complete opposite. You're so intelligent and you're so introspective that
You're just
it's
like kind of silly, you know, like kind of like
Yeah.
playful or whatever. Cause like I know ditzy. I know there's a girl I know that's like the biggest ditz ever. She'll walk straight into a wall and
Yeah.
not understand gravity and or anything.
Yeah,
You
she
know,
would.
like she's a total fucking ditz, and you're not dumb. Like
yeah.
it's not
Tell
that.
us about it in the group
Ditzy's
chat later.
totally dumb. Yeah. Y'all know who it is.
Yeah.
All right. This episode I could fucking talk forever on, but we need to move on to our last final
Oh,
best
boy.
for
But not
last.
least.
Gina Darling.
Gina.
Everyone's favorite younger brother.
That's a great
America's
adjective.
favorite younger brother, Gina Darling.
America's hottest younger brother.
God.
America's hottest younger
Unicorn with a
raciest
machete.
younger brother.
Oh yeah, I like that. It's a unicorn
Yeah.
with a machete. Yeah.
Okay.
Or like or like spikes. Like you have horns like here, 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 here.
I got a word for Gina. My word is carefree.
Yeah.
And it's like something that like I feel like I really admire in you, because like there's some times where like, you know, you get some hardships and like you'll be like, oh shit guys, this is happening, but for the most part it just slides right off of Gina. I was like, I don't know. And I remember you were talking about kind of how you were raised, how your family kind of taught you like they aren't fucking you or feeding you, so like it doesn't matter, you know. But I feel like a lot of the shots that the world throws at Gina, nothing.
I feel like you're strong. You're so fucking strong. I'm always continually impressed by just like I just see you as like this strong tower, this like fiery.
Yeah.
Like you're just so like you built this. When I look at Gina online, I'm like, she built this empire. I just
You're
see
like
it
in
as
a
like an
castle.
empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're like in a castle and you're like on that top tier, that terrace, and you're just like shouting orders at people. And I see like lightning bolts behind you.
Yeah, like no one can fuck with Gina, and people have
like,
tried many stupidly times,
Many.
but no one
people.
can fuck with Gina. Like
Yeah.
that's something I
Dude,
admire
so
about you.
true.
Like you're scary, but in a good way.
Yeah.
yeah.
You're the person we want on our team.
Yeah.
Chaotic good is what I call
Yeah.
it.
Gina's the person that like when you're like at the bar and some guy is trying to get all on you, Gina will be like, "Sir, what are we doing here?
Yeah.
What's the goal?
You're like, no,
What's
no,
the
no,
goal?
no, 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 no,
You want
no,
to fuck
no,
my
no,
friend?
no, no.
Let me see your bank account."
What is this? What is this?
You know how I said that like we're all kind of heightened versions of ourselves?
Yeah.
Like, no, this is really who Gina is. Like, I mean, her whole like branding is Gina. There
pretty
is
spot
no
on.
brand. It's Gina.
What I feel like, and I don't know if this is 100% true, but this is kind of how I see you, is that like you really just don't let shit get to you, like hardly at all. And I wish that I could be a little bit more like that, because you're just like, if it's really not an issue, you just really don't give a fuck.
You
and I'm
really
like,
know your
man,
value.
yeah.
You never let go of that. You're like, nah, I'm this.
And
Like,
you're
fuck you.
so good at like bouncing back and like whatever is thrown at you, it's like, oh no.
Yeah,
You're getting
yeah.
it back 10
Yeah.
times worse, bitch. And but it doesn't even come from a place of like it bothered you to the point where you need to retaliate. It's just like, oh, this is fun for me because you tried.
It is really fun.
No.
It's like not that insecure. Like, oh, I have to hurt
Yeah.
you back. It's just like, oh, bitch.
It's on.
Gina's
No
like,
idea.
Gina's like, that's cute.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Just like,
And for those of you who are wondering, she's a Leo, and very much so. Very much. You're so extra, but also in like the best way possible. Like you're my goals.
Aw,
I picture you, when I picture Gina, it's like she manifests like muscly tan boys carrying her on a bed of
Oh,
clouds.
yeah.
oh my god, that's
And
so
she's eating
true.
grapes, but then she wakes up in the morning on that bed of clouds and it's smothered with like
Cheeto dust.
Cheeto dust and like sticky fingers. Yeah. And video game
weird.
controllers.
Yeah, you're like so classy but
Yeah.
trashy at the same time.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like
they're
push and pull. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like they're carrying her in this big thing, and it's like a box with like curtains on it, and it looks so luxurious. But
Soft.
inside, there's hot Cheetos and a gaming
Yeah.
computer.
She has her
Exactly.
Nintendo Switch.
It's true. I feel like that's true. Like I've always, I was never able to describe myself what I am. It's just like there's a side of like all gold and beautiful and
And
sparkly,
girly.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
grease.
And then it's,
Oh my god.
You're like a wand, like a crystal wand, but then like dipped in Crisco.
yeah. I make good lube. I'm all up in there.
you're like when like a boyfriend tried to like hide the wedding ring in a pizza. Like you're that. You're just this diamond ring in a fucking
You're like
pizza.
a $10,000 ring in a vat of grease.
Yeah. Like covered in pepperoni and cheese.
She really is a diamond in the rough.
Truly.
Diamond in the
Truly.
grease.
A diamond in the grease.
Gina, what's the thing that people misunderstand about you?
So I'm a firm believer in how do I put this? Don't ever let them see you sweat when you're working hard. Yeah.
I could totally see that.
Yeah. So a lot of people are like, well, what does she do all day? She just sits around and play games. I'm like, well, that's what I put out. You know, I put out.
Yeah,
You know?
put
She
out.
And that actually, that topic came up recently with a friend of mine. He's like, you never really let people see you sweat. I'm like, no, not really, because they don't need to. I am really chill, but behind the scenes, like I love working.
Yeah.
I do. I truly do. Like business and stuff like that, it really gets me going, But I am a firm believer in enjoying life. Like
Yes.
you just like enjoying everything that you have, Because we spoke about this before. I believe in the bigger picture. When I have my hardships, I will always remember like I'm lucky to even be here to experience all this. And a part of that is just not letting people, get to you. So a lot of people are just like, well, she's just like this ditzy blonde Asian girl that's never done anything, that's probably had dudes pay for everything. Like, no, not really. I've actually done
I think
it.
That's
another
a-
misconception
yeah.
is that people think you're just like this big ass like hoe.
Yeah.
But it's like no.
No, we know who the men that she's around or not around, and I've literally never seen a pimp or whatever. Like
A pimp, damn.
Right? A pimp.
I
I've
think,
never seen a pimp.
I've never seen a pimp. I've
She's
never
safe.
seen
She's
a
her
su-
own pimp.
I've
I'm
never
just
seen a
kidding.
sugar daddy. I've never seen any of that.
I think also like a kind of misconception that like I guess I feel like the public could see is that like Gina's always like glammed out, She's got her fucking Chanel or her Gucci.
Yeah.
I don't know what's hip with the kids right now, but I was
got her Coach
pleasantly
bag.
surprised to find that like Gina's not just flexing on the masses. Gina's very good with her money, and she only buys things like that like if she's got it comfortably. Like the bitch is saving.
She's very financially
Yeah.
literate.
Yeah.
She's
very
doesn't look.
astute.
She doesn't look financially literate, but she's not an idiot.
Yeah.
and a lot of you probably think she is, but she's not.
No, she is killing it. She's really killing it.
And one thing I said recently is that you're so clear with your branding, and what you just said of like not letting people see you sweat. I feel like that is such a clear like that's what you put out in the world. Like all of us are inspired by your way that you just let things slide. Like you brush it off. You just keep your head up and you see all the good in everything. And I think that is so like important, and that's such a cool thing that you bring to the group and to the chat, because she'll like fucking go in on someone in the chat and then like be filled with rainbows.
Yeah.
It's aggressive love is what I have.
Yeah.
Like I get very what is it? Very protective of you guys.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So like I'm not ashamed to go to your comments and just talk a fuck ton of shit.
I love
You
that.
gotta hold Gina back sometimes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Gina, no,
Oh
stop,
my god,
Gina.
that's right.
yeah, she's our friend. They were like, Gina, you don't have to make a video on it. Let's not compromise the brand.
Even in person, I feel like, so this was so long ago, but one of my first interactions with Gina that I remember thinking like, oh my God, I thought I kind of like understood her like vibe, but I totally didn't get it, was that I was kind of scoffing at a room that was like clapping at something like really heartfelt and cute. And I was like, this is so fucking cheesy. And Gina's like, shut up. Don't you love happiness? And I was like, oh, she just roasted me like literally to my face. And I was like, I actually kind of like that. I was like, yeah, I should be happy. Like everyone's happy, you know? And like, I never would have expected Gina to do something like that. But when she did, I was like, okay, I kind of get it. Like she just wants to enjoy life and like the people around her to enjoy life.
And we all know you love pleasurable spankings, Jess.
well, I do
A little
now.
bit of punishment, but in a light way.
Yeah.
All right.
So-
Well, guys, let us know in the comments what your first impressions of everybody was.
I actually
and-
wanted to say that. I'm like, we need to make a whole video about our first impressions of each other.
Oh,
we
yeah.
didn't.
I need a spice name.
Oh,
You're scary, girl.
You're scary
Oh,
spice.
Scary
as fuck.
Spice.
Yeah,
Your
scary-
scary spice got mace and spikes on.
Yeah.
She's Scary Spice. Thanks for watching.
Scary Spice blended with Baby Spice
Yes,
is like
I was
whole-
gonna say.
Yeah.
But also a little bit of posh.
Yeah,
So you're like 3 Spice Girls
Okay.
in one.
you really are.
Nice.
Because
Save
you're
some
definitely
spice for the rest of us.
you're definitely not Sporty Spice
No.
in any
I'm
way.
I am. I'm starting to try.
You have the image
No,
of Ginger,
This
but
is
you're not
Sleepy
actually
Spice.
Ginger.
Oh yeah.
Oh God,
Sleepy Spice.
Snore Spice.
Yeah, that's right. I look like I'm
Spice up your life.
I am asleep a lot of times, but when I'm awake, I'm awake.
Well, that was scary as fuck. I hope that angle got it. She's like, I'm awake.
But I'm here to protect you guys no matter what.
Yeah.
Oh, we love you for that.
All right. You know who else is protecting us is
Pregnant?
our sponsors.
She said pregnant. I'm like, what?
Who's pregnant?
Who's pregnant?
Not me yet. So HelloFresh, you know, if you go to HelloFresh.com/BigMood9 and use the code BigMood9, you get 9 free meals. So definitely check that out. Function of Beauty, you can get 20% off your first shampoo and conditioner set. Head to functionofbeauty.com/BigMood and take the hair quiz, and you get 20% off of your custom formula. And Third Love, there's a freaking perfect bra out there for you. And if you have not experienced it yet, you really should go take their fit quiz and go to thirdlove.com/bigmood to find your perfect fitting and get 15% off your first purchase. That's thirdlove.com/bigmood for 15% off. Thank you so much for coming to our first episode.
First episode.
of Big Mood.
Big Mood.
Big Mood. It's a big mood.
What
in
mood are
here.
you? Tell us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh, put that mood in there, boy.
Put it in there good.
Put it in there real nice and
Good
deep.
night.